Hello, class of 2024, and welcome to the Student Leadership Panel. This panel gives you the opportunity to learn more about our new Knight mentors, our student leaders, and some of the organization Newman has to offer. On this panel, we will have new Knight mentors, Brianna Butts, Justin Galashaw, Jasmine Handy, Maya Horn, and Raven Williams. Student Government Association, President David Chertel, Student Government Association, Vice President Justin Galashaw, New Knight Coordinator and Knights Programming Board President Bailey Gall, and then New Knight Coordinator and Knights Programming Board Vice President Jade Harrison. To begin with our panel, we will learn more about our new Knight mentors. All right, so new Knight mentors. Why did you decide to become a new Knight mentor? And then if you guys want, whoever can answer and go.
I'll go. Hi, my name is Jasmine Handy. I became a new Knight mentor to build relationships with the freshmen and sort of help you guys with any questions that you may have or concerns that you may have. Basically to help you transition from high school into college. So, yeah.
I became a new Knight mentor because first I'm a sophomore, so last year I got to experience the orientation, and I felt like it was a good experience for me, and those were the first people I saw at the school, so I want to be the first person that the freshmen will see, and I just want to, Jasmine said, try to piggyback off of her. I would like to answer questions for anybody just to let them know that this is a welcoming school.
Justin, Maya, why did you guys become a new Knight mentor? So Justin.
I became a new Knight mentor to help, the freshmen have a comfortable transition from high school into college, because it isn't easy for everyone, and to help them become more part of the Newman family.
So I became a mentor because, similar to everybody else, I want to have them have a better transition from high school into college. Also, it's better to have that peer space that you can see walking around on campus. You feel more comfortable asking them because it's you met them first.
And then Brianna, why did you become a new Knight mentor?
I became a new Knight mentor because based off my experience from a previous new Knight mentor, they helped me transition, and also I'm a very nervous person, but after having being around them and them talking to me and telling me about the school, it made me open up and get out of my shell, and that's what I want for all the other students as well.
Okay. What is one thing you guys like about being a new Knight mentor? Justin.
One thing I definitely like the most is that I get the chance to try something new. This is my first time doing this, and so it's a chance to try something new, and learn something new as well.
For me, I just really like to meet the freshmen, because I know the experience that I had coming into my freshman year. They were so excited to meet us, and it's just I don't know, I just really like meeting new people, and it was a really fun time.
For me, like what Jasmine said, I like meeting new people, and I like getting to know people that are incoming students, so I feel like that's a good idea.
Maya, Brianna, what do you guys like about being new Knight mentors?
Okay, well, for me, it's the fact that it's so friendly and we all know each other. So it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like a group of friends just trying to welcome in the freshman year.
Just like Maya said, just having that welcoming, having that energy to welcome people in. It's like a good feeling. And also like you're building relationships with these students. So not only are they like building a relationship, but they're seeing a friendly face and they're able to like open up and have new experiences.
All right, so obviously since March, we've been in a virtual setting, and unfortunately this summer will be virtual. What is one challenge you guys have experienced since being virtual and doing like the virtual orientation?
Well, I know for me, it's hard to like kind of keep up with stuff that's like not in person because I have to like be a lot like hands on with everything. And I think it's going to be like harder for us to like get that like actual connection with the students, like when we actually do the orientation. And so, yeah.
For me, like what Jasmine said, I think it's going to be harder to get connections because I know no one wants to go to an orientation online, especially for college. You rather want to see people and get to know people and actually have that real feeling for that. But yeah.
Justin, Maya, or Brianna?
I agree with those two. You know, it's the hardest part is not being in person, so it's kind of harder to keep track of everything, but also losing an even stronger connection that we could have had. Like this is going to be a good experience either way, but you know, just missing that connection that we could have had in person.
Just to like repeat what everybody. Oh, sorry, Brianna. You want to go?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, because I'm about to just repeat what everybody said. It's the lack of connection is also like I'm really a face-to-face person. Like I don't know. I'm doing this. It's cool, but it's like I'm a face-to-face person. I don't have that connection with you guys, and plus online just becomes so optional sometimes. So showing up to things is hard.
Yeah, based on what Maya said, like like I'm not really a tech savvy person, so I'm not really good with like the computer and stuff. So that's gonna be one of my struggles with this. But as for students, nobody wants to have an online experience. It's just like to me, I feel as though an online experience would be boring. But as New Night mentors, we are finding ways to like make it better for the student.
Jade has one last question.
So what advice could you give to the class of 2024?
Okay. The advice that I'm going to give you is don't try to stress yourself out and try to like have the college experience that you think you should be having. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, just go in with like an open mind. Just like try to be open with that, not open, but like try to be like not outgoing, but like just try to be yourself. And as far as schoolwork, make sure you study hard, just study, just be about your schoolwork, socialize when you can, and just be great. That's it.
I would say be open and get into things, like be in clubs, be in activities, because you just doing your schoolwork, that's not what college is for. College is for school, but college is also for you to be able to grow. So try to grow in that process with learning and with yourself.
I would say my advice is similar to Raven's. Like college is a growing experience where you get the chance to have fun, but you have to also remember that this is the foundation for your future. So you have to work hard. So mainly, it's just remembering the balance of the fun and also laying the groundwork.
So yeah, it's a growing experience, but I will say, coming into college, don't please don't slack from the very beginning because it's so hard to pick that up. Because once you start, it's hard to stop slacking, especially if you're a nursing major. There's a lot of nursing majors coming in. Just make sure that you're on it while also having fun. But like, yeah, school is your priority when you come to college.
I just want to say, just don't stress yourself out to like the point where you just want to go to sleep. Like I used to study, and never had fun. Now that I'm starting to get into things, I'm starting to have like more fun and chill. But you always want to have that balance, the in between.
All right. Thank you, Nina, mentors. Now we will move on to getting to know the student government a little bit better. David and Justin, can you tell us what position you hold, what your position entails, and why you guys got involved in student government? David, you're muted.
Sorry. Hi, I'm David Chertel. I'm the SGA president. My role is to preside over and serve as chair of all meetings of the student government board. I authorize, along with the treasurer, all the student government association funds. I represent Newman University both publicly and privately. That's just some of the things, but there's a long list of things that I do.
And why did you get involved in SGA?
Why I get involved in SGA? Because I feel like it's the best reason to make change. I feel like if you really want to make change on campus, that's SGA is the best opportunity for you. If you really want to get that leadership experience, I feel like SGA is definitely something that you should get involved with. So that's definitely why I just feel like it's a good thing. It's just an overall good experience. So I think more people need to join.
So yes, I'm Justin Galashaw. I'm the vice president of SGA. So I help David, plan, and the rest of SGA help plan and orchestrate different activities for the campus. To also help, be the face of Newman, and mainly, I interact with the senators of SGA to keep a constant check on what's going on and see if they have any problems or situations that they may need help with. And I joined SGA mainly so I could get involved on campus. When you're a freshman, you kind of you might lose yourself and not know what direction to go in. So joining clubs and organizations like SGA definitely has helped, where I can find people that are interested in the same things that I am.
All right. Now the Unite mentors have a few questions for you guys.
Okay, I guess I'll start. So, what advice would you give to someone joining a leadership position for the first time?
Someone to join for the first time, just be open. I know it's a kind of a nerve-wracking experience, but honestly, just come in with a good mindset, and your role will be explained to you, and you will live up to those expectations. Because I feel like SGA helps you along, and kind of helps you gain that leadership through time. So I feel like if you just give it an open mind and just give it a chance, I feel like it's definitely going to be something that it's worth your while.
And just to add to that a little bit, don't forget what you bring to the table as well, because that's mainly what is looked for, is that you have something else that someone may not. So don't forget what gifts you bring to the table, and don't discredit yourself.
My question is, what types of things or events does SGA hold, like big?
Well, usually we hold. Well, we have our commissioning. That's for ours. We usually give the money to events like KPB. We are the ones that provide KPB with the money. BSU, just different clubs and organizations around campus. SGA this year, and it's my goal and Justin's goal, is we're going to try to have more events. We want our name to be out there. I feel like a lot of people don't know what SGA does, and I think that's a problem. So this year, my goal is to really make SGA known on campus and, give more exposure to them, to us.
And also, on the Newman_SGA page, there's a lot of different flyers and things that you can see that help orchestrate and show what events are happening on campus that's either run by SGA or through SGA. So like we've had we had a bowling event for the sophomore class, and we had a dine and dash for everyone to join. So definitely following the Instagram pages is a great way to stay in touch with what's happening on campus.
Jazz or Brianna, do you have questions for SGA? Brianna? No.
What would be one of the hardest decisions you have made as a SGA leader?
One of the hardest decisions? Well, I just started as president, so I haven't really had that many hard decisions yet. As sophomore class rep, I guess, really just coordinating events, really trying to work with the advisors, trying to plan things. I feel like that, in itself can be hard sometimes, but you just got to keep moving forward. And, your advisors are great. They will help you, especially Mrs. Ryder and Dries. They really work with you. So I feel like it's that was probably maybe one of the hardest things, but yeah, that's it.
I haven't had any really,
Thank
hard
you,
decisions. So yeah.
Sorry.
You can go. No, you can go ahead.
Okay. All right. Thank you, David and Justin. Lastly, we're going to hear and learn about Knights Programming Board. So I'll start. I'm Bailey, and I'm the president of Knights Programming Board, also known as KPB. My position allows me to run the meetings, make executive decisions, plan and finalize events, and work close with Andres Rivers and Janae Rader of the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership. I got involved with KPB because I love how the organization does so much for the student body. I love the positive energy and feel that it brings to campus, and I really enjoy the fun and everything that comes to Newman and how the students enjoy themselves.
My name is Jade. I'm Vice President of KVP. My role is to be an operation if the president is absent. So I do roles, administration, programming, planning, executive and evaluation, overseeing exec board, and also overseeing general body. With other roles, I work hand in hand with Mrs. Ryder and Andres Rivers.
And then the Unite mentors have a few questions for us.
Okay, my question is, coming in with no type of experience, what type of, like if I wanted to join KPB, what type of advice would you give me in terms of like training and stuff?
So to join KPB as a freshman, we have the general bodies membership where you can come. We'll post flyers on campus. We'll put it out there on the Instagram page and everything, where you can come to one of the meetings, sign up, and then from there you just come to meetings. And then in the meetings, we ask you if you want to volunteer for any of the events, trips that we hold. And then from there, if you stand out to Dries or I or someone, they will promote you up to an executive position.
I think just join general body. There's many opportunities for you to be involved. Just to we have multiple opportunities to volunteer for trips or events during the school year. So just be present for every meeting. So.
Just to give freshmen a little insight, what type of trips or events does KPB hold?
So usually KPB does their trips and traditions, which is where we have the same thing every year. So usually it's the New York trip, an amusement park, or in the traditions on campus is always food trucks, crab fest, spring formal, best day ever. And then usually we'll do a movie night, a dine-in night. And then we'll hold other events that aren't considered trips and traditions, but we've gone paintballing, we've gone to the aquariums, This year might be a little different given the circumstances, but we're trying to keep and show and hold as much as KPB we can, just with the CDC and everything guidelines.
Really hit on everything. That's basically what KBB is. Like some of the fun trips, you hit on them.
Does anyone else have any questions?
What is one thing that you guys have learned being a part of KPB?
I can say, you really gotta be present. You gotta be present. You gotta be vigilant. Also, just being, if you're doing something, stick to it. Don't do something halfway. Just stick to it because it's other people. It's other people that's going to look for your spot and see if they can work towards it. So just be vigilant and on your toes. So yeah.
I agree with Jade. KPB, it's a lot of details, it's a lot of planning, and it's a lot of making sure everything's organized, kept together between budgets, receipts, time. It's a lot. Just make sure you're there, you're present, and you just keep track of everything. Any other questions?
I wanted to ask, how do you deal with not only being a KPB leader, but also dealing with the stresses from school?
I think for me, I have like different outlets on campus. So I'm in trio. I also go to counseling center, also being grounded for myself. Like you have to, like my major is not an easy major. I'm a pre-athletic training major. So I have to be in my books for my classes. Like it's not a time that I'm always at the library or in my room studying on my laptop looking at stuff. So it's just about the person. Like coming in, you're going to think it's easy until you really get there. So you got to work. It's like you have to time manage yourself. So that's all it is. You got to manage yourself. If you don't know how to time management, you will really slack.
All right, so I'm Andres Rivers. I'm the Associate Director for Student Engagement and Leadership here. Welcome to the class of 2024. So I'm going to pick up where Bailey left off. Bailey was having some technical difficulties. So one question that I wanted to ask everybody on behalf of the class of 2024 is, what other things are you involved in? So I know I heard a lot about SGA. I heard a lot about KPB. What other things outside of that are you involved in on campus?
I'll take that. I'll answer. Me, I'm involved in, well, NKM, of course. I have a work study job, and I'm going to attempt to, well, not attempt, I'm going to try to tutor again. So that's what I'll be involved in. If y'all need help in biology.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Come see me.
Thank you, Jasmine. Raven?
Like she said, NKM. I'm a KPB executive. I'm also a cheerleader. I have a work study job. I'm on BSU, and I'm also trying to be a navigator.
Okay, let's talk about the cheerleader experience. Cheerleader experience and BSU. Tell the incoming class, what is BSU, and tell them about your interest and your involvement in cheerleading.
Okay, so BSU is the Black Student Union. Basically, Black Student Union, we have a lot of meetings, and we just talk about cultural appropriation. We talk about being Black in a PWI, which is hard at sometimes. And then being a cheerleader, my first year being a cheerleader, it was pretty hard a little bit just because I was a freshman, I was in clubs, and then I also had school to think about. So it's basically having that right balance on school activities and just trying to be the best you.
Thank you. All right.
I can go, Dries.
Okay, Jade.
So I'm a new night coordinator, KPB vice president. I'm an alternate RA. And also I was part of Res Hall Council, and I had a work study job, so I do a lot.
Okay, Jade, can you tell the incoming first year students what is Res Hall Council?
Res Hall Council is through all the residence halls, so it's Beone, Cunningham, Flynn, and O'Neill. Res Hall Council do programs and buildings for students to like get to like have student programs. So we had Fall Fest, so that's like having different things. They painted pumpkins. We had Winter Fest. We bought hot chocolate. We did a candy bar station. Just getting the community all together just to have a fun time in the dorm room. It's outside of KBB, so bring it up to the dorm.
Okay, thank you, Jade. Anyone else outside of KPB, NKM? Lots of letters. Outside of KPB, outside of NKM, what other opportunities are you all involved in, like your jobs on campus or even sports or anything outside of those areas? Anybody else?
So I'll go.
Okay, Maya.
So I'm NKM. I'm on SGA as Chief Justice. Also, KPB, well, general body KPB. Also have a work study at the Office of Student Engagement Leadership with Dries. I'm gonna try to be more involved with BSU and the Student Nurses Association. I'm gonna try that if I have time.
What was the last group you said?
Student Nurses Association, I think that's the name.
Okay, and what does SNA do?
It's basically a group that keeps the student nurses together, and it's just like a support group basically, and they just keep in contact without the whole nursing process.
Okay, so nursing majors, that might be something to tap into and keep in the back of your mind as a resource, as an opportunity to be a part of. Justin, so you're going into your sophomore year, correct? You're junior. Justin is a junior. Yes, I'm sorry, Justin. Justin is going into his junior year. What other experiences have you had in terms of leadership other than SGA?
So besides SGA, I'm also a new alternate RA.
Okay.
I have a work study job with HR as a receptionist. So I'll work at the Miranda Center front desk or the RAB front desk, and sometimes at Bachman. I'm a part of the psychology club. So that's basically a club for all if you're interested in psychology, or if your major or minor is in psychology, we discuss different aspects of that. I'm kind of a part of the KPB general body. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. And Dave, how about you? Outside of president of SGA, and I know you were a part of SGA last year as a sophomore rep, one of the sophomore reps with Shanice. What other leadership positions have you been a part of?
Well, for SGA this year, I mean, SGA in itself is a lot. Just now being president comes with a lot of responsibility, so I feel like that's a lot. But I've also am a part of this political science club that Dr. McMonagle has, and we are going to be. I'm going to reach out to him soon to see if we can do some kind of fall registration drive for voter registration. And then, yeah, pretty much that's some of the big things I'm doing right now. I used to be a part of KPB. I don't know if I'm going to be a part of it this year just because of SGA, but.
Got you. Thank you, David.
No problem.
And Brianna, coming to you. What other leadership positions have you held on campus?
I'm a part of KPB executive team, NKM, and I'm also planning on trying to be a chem tutor for the ARC.
What is the last thing you said?
Chemistry tutor.
A chemistry tutor. Okay. And what's your major?
I'm a biology major.
Biology major. Cool. Thank you. All right. Well, we're going to get ready to wrap up. I'm hoping that the class of 2024 had the opportunity to take away a lot from this conversation and from this discussion. All of the students in front of you are some of our premier student leaders who have great experiences in getting a part of making Newman a better place and being involved. We all encourage you to be involved throughout this year as you come into Newman. And we all just want to say welcome to the class of 2024. So we want to give them some kind of virtual love, the welcome to the house, welcome to the house, welcome to the house, welcome to the house. I love it. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for the time. And we will see you all in the fall. See y'all in the fall.